Hi, today we're going to be talking about muscular dystrophy, and as soon as I press present, we're going to get started here. All right, so starting with muscular dystrophy, this is a project by Emily Fountain, Elizabeth Schaff, Brianna Akers, and Brittany Tucker. Muscular dystrophy, there are 9 different types of muscular dystrophy. Today we're specifically going to be talking about Duchenne muscular dystrophy, located over here. Muscular dystrophy is the umbrella term for a group of inherited progressive muscular disorders. The first historical account, as you can see over here, it was in 1836. These professors and physicians did not get the credit for it because it was not properly documented. In 1836, it was not properly documented. And this picture right here shows the main areas of muscle weakness in the different types of dystrophy. So as you can see in Duchenne muscular dystrophy, the main weaknesses is in the thigh and the hips, the shoulders, the back, and then the arms right here. So we're going to move on. Next up is the epidemiology. It causes progressive weakness and loss of muscle mass. It's a genetic disorder, so it is passed down. It belongs in Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is mainly in childhood, mainly in young boys. Young women can get it as well. Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is the most common in children to occur. It is caused by the absence of protein that helps keep the muscle cell intact. So without this protein called dystrophin, the muscle cell falls apart. So the dystrophin is part of a protein complex that work together to strengthen muscle fibers and protect them from injury as muscle contract and relax. So basically, dystrophin is here to keep the muscle intact so that you are able to move your arms, contract your arms, and relax your arms. The etiology and pathogenesis of muscular dystrophy, Duchenne muscular dystrophy to be specific. It is a mutated gene on the X chromosome, which causes this Duchenne muscular dystrophy and also Becker muscular dystrophy. The protein associated with this gene was named dystrophin, as we have recently talked about. The mutated gene fails to produce any dystrophin, so the protein keeps the muscles working properly and prevents muscle degeneration. Becker is a less serious because it produces some dystrophin, so the muscles do not degenerate as fast. But Duchenne's produces no dystrophin. And as we have learned in the past, dystrophin is what keeps the muscle fibers intact. Continued. So, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is inherited, like we said before, in the X-linked pattern and often genetic. The abnormal genes interfere with the production of proteins needed to form healthy muscle. There is currently no cure, but medicine and therapy can help with the symptoms. And it is caused by a gene involved in making proteins to protect muscle fibers from damage is defective. So, the diagnostics process. There are these are the 4 main diagnostic tests that we do for muscular dystrophy. The first one is a muscle biopsy. The next biopsy, where we take out parts of the muscle to see how it is structured. There's obviously genetic testing, since this is a genetic disease. Nerve conduction test. This is a picture of someone having a nerve conduction test. This measures the conduction going through your nerves. The blood enzyme test. So this is an example of what they would do. They would draw blood to see the blood enzyme test. Medical treatments and management. So there are a couple different things to watch out for with medical treatment and management. The first thing off the bat is braces, which are also called orthoses. They support the ankle and feet, so he is not currently wearing the braces on his ankles and feet. This is another contraption. So sometimes for nightwear to keep the foot from pointing downwards to strengthen the muscle that they do have. A standing walker or standing frame. This is a standing frame. So this helps someone stand up to do daily activities that they need to do standing straight up. Helps people with DMD to stand. A wheelchair is more likely needed at the age of 12. This person is older, obviously, so they are using a standing but most likely will go back to a wheelchair when they're done eating or coloring or reading a book, whatever they may be doing when they're in the standing position. A couple things that you need to manage is cardiac care. So managing and watching for signs of heart weakness. So along with there not being much muscle staying together, that also means that your heart is a muscle. So heart weakness occurs as well. So cardiac care is very important. Exercise also to keep the cardiovascular system healthy. And medications, corticosteroids have been found to help slow down the course of DMD. Disease prevention. There is currently no type of muscular dystrophy that can be prevented. Genetic counseling is recommended if there is a family history of muscular dystrophy. Duchenne's can be detected with 95% accuracy with a genetic test done during pregnancy. So, lastly, I want to leave you with the Healthy People 2020 goals. So, the MDA says goals for 2020 is to double research investment on drugs and trials to bring more cures and treatments to families, provide care and support to 50,000 more families, a 50% increase, and lastly, fund a free of charge MDA summer camp for 20,000 kids to expand offerings. Thank you. I thank you for your time, and